Update 9.7 will bring a lot of new developments. The curious can get new tanks. The ambitious can take part in ranked battles. For the aesthetics, there will be high-quality models. And for everyone, there are the new versions of the Big World engine and the Overlord map. Watch this review to find out more. Before Update 9.7, the French tech tree, while accurate, was a bit boring. There were branches for each vehicle type with only a single transition between them. Now, there are other interesting options. You can start researching light tanks with the new two vehicles, the FCM-36 or Renault R35. The alternative path to heavy tanks starts after the H-35. The new Somua S-35, Sarl 42, and Renault G1 are more dynamic than the current vehicles. The final two new vehicles are at the top of the medium tank branch. They are like the icing on the cake. Meet the alternatives to the Lorraine and the Bochet 25T, the AMX-30 prototype, and the AMX-30B. The main difference between new and old vehicles is that the new tanks have no autoloader. These new tanks are quite similar. The AMX-30B develops the ideas put into its precursor, so it has better characteristics. And this is logical when comparing vehicles in Tier 9 and Tier 10. Their weapons are very much like the German guns. The gun is very accurate, with high damage per shot, armor penetration value, and rate of fire. Its damage per minute can be compared to that of vehicles of the same tier. In general, this gun is excellent in all parameters. Among the advantages of the new French tanks are their good angles of gun elevation and depression. This will allow the vehicle to hide in a hull-down position. The AMX-30B and its prototype are similar to the regular French vehicles in their good overall dynamics, but suffer from inadequate armor. According to their characteristics, they are more useful at medium and long ranges. Thanks to their mobility, they can occupy key positions and deliver fire at the enemy from there. Then, they can quickly scoot away if enemy vehicles approach too close. In close-range combat, the AMX-30B and AMX-30 prototype are very vulnerable. More news on vehicles. There are new, more detailed, high-quality models of the IS-4, E-100, Jagdpanzer E-100, Panzerkampfwagen 4 Auswahl, and ELC AMX. There's also the long-awaited addition to the Soviet array of premium vehicles, a Soviet Tier 8 medium tank, the T-54 first prototype. This vehicle was developed on the base of the T-44. The designers used many components and assemblies of the T-44, but made some changes to improve the armor. The gun is typical to the Soviet vehicles. It has a good rate of fire, with the accuracy and armor penetration value best used for close-range combat. The tank's speed and armor help it to implement this theory. This vehicle is not so dynamic when compared to the T-44. Its maximum speed is lower, but the T-54 first prototype is still quite fast. It won't be a problem to flank the enemy or get behind enemy lines. Thick front hull and turret front armor are noticeable advantages of the T-54 first prototype. The armor is also well sloped. Thanks to its improved protection, the T-54 first prototype is very good for close-range combat. Its armor can withstand hits even from tanks of a higher tier. If one is constantly on the move, one should be able to stay alive long while causing significant damage. Following next in our review, dreams come true. Ranked battles appear in World of Tanks. New Big World version. What does it mean for regular players? Also, a review of the new map, Overlord. The Ranked Battles mode is being introduced in Update 9.7. This is a new mode for team battles. Opponent teams are matched depending on their rating. This rating is not personal, but applies to the team as the whole. Opponent teams will thus be roughly equal in strength. Victories in ranked battles bring ranked points, as well as additional credits and special marks of distinction. Watch the special video to learn more details about ranked battles and how this system will work. And now, let's proceed with other changes. The Big World game engine was updated to version 2.8.1. There will be no massive changes right now, but the new version of Big World will allow Wargaming to optimize some game components and create the base for different features. Many small details were improved and fixed. For example, the hit and penetration marks were reworked. Some interface elements were also fixed. An interface scaling option was added for the support of displays with high resolutions. Also, there are a number of lesser changes. Many SPGs have their view range reduced by 30 to 50 meters. Combat reserves can now be used in the Strongholds mode in skirmishes of the Absolute Division. Let's proceed to the news on map building. two major changes were made to the Live Oaks map. The town was enlarged, being represented as an integrated whole. The approach to the town is now balanced for both teams. More space for maneuvering appeared on the other side of the map, near the railway. The area there was widened to ensure balance. And now, meet the new map, Overlord. The map depicts the coastal area in Normandy, where Allied forces landed on June 6, 1944. The map does not relate to any particular area. This is a generalized character of the area that creates the atmosphere of that place and time. There are cliffs, the sea, and a small town. The beach is covered with anti-tank hedgehogs and barbed wire. Concrete gun positions and pillboxes are mounted on the sea cliffs. These are modeled on the basis of the real emplacements of the Atlantic Wall. In general, map designers developed 50 new objects specifically for the Overlord map. In terms of gameplay, the map is interesting because all areas are used. There is plenty of space for tank battles. 3 directions of approach with their own peculiarities are provided. A wide beach with various cover spots is on the left flank. If this route is lost, the enemy will easily break through your lines to the base. The central part of the map covers the area from the coast to the mill. This area has 3 levels. Enemy vehicles can be spotted from the position near the mill, while cliffs under the bunkers will be a good place for a heavy tank clash. The widest part of the map stretches from the mill to the edge of the map. This area represents a field with low, overgrown mounds. The mounds can be used in a variety of ways. For example, for a TD ambush or passive scouting. The most important thing is that these mounds cover the movement of vehicles. This area fits excellently for a flank breakthrough in fast vehicles. The Overlord map is contrary to Himmelsdorf. This is an open, wide map where players decide where they want to go. This is all for now. Good luck on the battlefield.